get to Matthew 28, you understand that this is the place where Jesus has already been crucified. He's already been lied on. He's already been talked about. He's already been put on death row. Friends have already abandoned him. Disciples have already walked away from him. He doesn't know where his family members are, because the truth be told is you will come to crosses in your life but when you look around, you don't see nobody but God. And so the reality of it is by the time we get to this text, we understand that Jesus has been left alone. Am I talking to anybody that's ever been left alone? You don't have nobody to call on. Your friends have already left you. Mama is doing her thing. You ain't got no boyfriend no more. You done lost the job. Folks at the church don't even speak to you anymore. You have found yourself in a tomb. Do you understand what a tomb is? A tomb is a place where you have been left to die. In other words, you've been put in a place, in a predicament where people should not see any movement coming from you. They've already declared ashes to ashes and dust to dust. They've already read your eulogy. They've already said you ain't coming back from what you've been through. But can I tell you something? When you find yourself in a tomb, don't forget who allowed you to be there. In God's hands. So I don't care what it looks like. I don't care who's coming against you. I don't care who's talking about you. You've got to understand that everything is in control with God. See, if we're not careful, we will go through so much pain and hurt in life. It will almost look like our enemies are in control. It will almost look like God is absent and God is just letting people have their way, because when you get to this text, it will look as if God has abandoned Jesus. That's why on the cross, Jesus cried out and said, Father, why have you forsaken me? Because when you are walking with God, you're going to walk through things that you don't understand, and it will look like God has forsaken you. But can I tell you something? You can't always go by what it looks like. Because the Bible says, my ways are not your ways, and my thoughts are not your thoughts. So I know what it looks like, but I need you to understand that I cannot allow you to be moved by what you see, because what you're seeing is not what it is. That's why the Bible says, now faith is the evidence of things not seen. So Jesus is in a tomb. He's in a desolate, deep, low place, all by himself. Have you ever been in a place where you were so alone that nobody could hear you groan? Nobody could hear you moan. It's 2 o'clock in the morning and you're tossing and turning in your bed and you can't pick up your iPhone or call nobody. But can I tell you that when you can't call nobody, that's the time to be like Hezekiah and turn your face to the wall and start calling on God. I submit to somebody that the reason why you can't call on nobody is because God is saying, I desire that you call on me. So I've learned how not to get mad at girlfriends who don't answer the phone. I've learned how not to be mad at pastor because he didn't take my phone call. I've learned how not to be mad at my prayer partner because she didn't feel like praying, because I understand that as it comes to my life, as it comes to my destiny, as it relates to my purpose, there are some things that are between me and God. So here we see Jesus. Matthew 28. He's already been crucified. A stone has already been rolled over his grave. His life is over. The news has been spread. People have already gossiped that you know they killed that boy. And truth be told, people have been gossiping about you for a long time. People have been saying you ain't gonna come back from that. Child, they went through that divorce. She went through the home foreclosure. She went through the car repossession. Her son is in jail. She ain't coming back from that. But can I tell you something? It never matters what people say you ain't coming back from. All that matters is what God is saying I'm still gonna walk you into. Because you do understand that before we get to this text, a word has already been Lord has already told him, you are going to go to the cross. But how many of you know that going to the cross is not where the story ends? And the truth be told, you need to understand that where you are in your life is not where the story ends. I know you didn't get the job. I know you didn't get the promotion. I know you didn't get the house. I know you didn't get the car. I know you didn't get the husband. But you need to understand that where you are is not the end of your story. I know it looks like you ain't coming back. I know it looks like you won't rebound. I know it looks like you're always going to be down. But somebody needs you to create to their own self that greater is he that is on the inside of me than he that is in the world. I know a lot of things are coming against you. I know your bills are stacked yay high. I know people don't like you. I know people are coming against you. But you need to understand it never matter who comes against you when God is for you. So, here we see Jesus appears as if he's dead. Oh, I've been in church a long time. And if the truth be told, all of us have had moments where it looked like Jesus was dead. It looked like he wasn't answering our prayer. It looked like he wasn't coming to see about us. It looked like he didn't even care about us. There had been times like Jesus, you wanted to cry out and say, why have you forsaken me? Why am I in this situation? Why am I by myself? Why haven't you come to see about me? But can I tell you that what it looks like, God is off the scene. He's just working behind the scene. You must understand, we see things in time. God sees things in eternity. In other words, you see what you're going through right now, but God sees what you're through is preparing you for that's going to take you into. That's why I've learned how not to hate my process, because the Bible says that